Hello friends, best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Best greetings from the cage with praying mantis. Best greetings from the cage with hunting mantis. You have recognized that we have mantis which is feeding on something. Feeding just because he is hungry. We are observing male of praying Mantis religiosa, and he is feeding on something, and there is something in his legs, in his first pair of legs, and he is keeping strange strange arthropod. He is feeding on woodlice, he is feeding on roly-polies. This is a male of praying mantis. We're translating this video from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Base greetings from midnight Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, and we have praying mantis, strange, unusual insect, which is quite a big one, about 6 centimeters size. And he's keeping in hands what just with his food, and this food is just inside his legs. We can make any magnification to show you what is inside his legs, because this is a thorax and also head and first pair of legs with strange arthropod, and this strange arthropod is woodlice of roly-polies. I collected mantis just on the street in the center of Kyiv, and I decided to keep it in a just cage, plastic cage, but my cage has some crevices, some holes, and mantis is escaping very well. He's just coming up and down in my cage. He likes to escape, so that's why I decided to put it in the jar with my woodlices. But unfortunately for woodlices, praying mantis is a strange predator. Praying mantis is a very aggressive predator, which can hunt on everything else what he likes to hunt. We have been feeding him just with paper wasps. I gave him some paper wasp polistes and some Paravespola yellow jackets, but at once after feeding on 3 wasps, praying mantis was not hungry more. And when I gave it just a new wasp, praying mantis rejected to feed on next wasp. So but a couple of days passed, and I see that he's hungry again. So we see the head, we see part of thorax, elongated thorax, and strange first pair of legs, like a sword, like with sword with hooks. So praying mantis is a very curious insect with strange head, strange antenna, strange eyes, and hunting legs. He's very curious to search for food around, and he caught woodlice or poor roly-polies. You can watch what roly-polies died, and praying mantis feeding on remnants of roly-polies. Maybe he can hunt on next prey. I have some wasps in my cage. I can try to give some wasp too. Maybe he can be happy to catch wasp, because last time I tried to give him wasp, but with no success. He rejected my wasps. He didn't want to take it. He didn't like it. Maybe this time he will be more aggressive. And I have some wasps in captivity. And I can try to use it as a food. Let's try to show. Yes. This time Mantis is aggressive and hungry and can eat wasp successfully, and he's feeding on this poor wasp, which is actually also a male. This is a male of wasp. Because when I collected it, when I gave it, I observed the wasp, and this was a wasp. Palistes, paper wasp, praying mantis, easily caught it. Unfortunately, praying mantis feeding on wasp alive. I cannot recognize what's going on. You see, you cannot see sting of a wasp. You can see only some small horns. And these are horns because this is a male of wasp. And the wasp cannot sting. But can use the horns like needles. So far so good. Praying mantis feeding on living wasp, on living paper wasp, family Waspidae. Poor paper wasp, poor Palistes. But unfortunately, abdomen is so sweet for Mantis, and Mantis is so hungry for today. Mantis ate half of woodlice, and now he's feeding on poor wasp. Wasp has an external skeleton done of eating, but Mantis has very strong mandibles, so he is crushing hidden skeleton of wasp and feeding on it just alive, unfortunately. And this is a male of mantis and a male of wasp. Why male of wasp? Because wasp is not stinging. Wasp has only male genitalia. Mantis got wasp very successfully and keep it in strongly. So you see, mandibles are working, mandibles are crushing the body of wasp. Because mantis is a strong predator, can feed on another insects and another arthropods. Wasp is the size about 15 millimeters, so not so big. This is not so big insect. This is not hornet. This is just paper wasp. But mantis is pretty long, pretty big one. Mantis is about 6 centimeters size. You're watching this translation directly from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Not many visitors for today. I cannot recognize how many visitors are coming. How many visible? Today we have praying mantis feeding on a wasp. This is a head of praying mantis, which is feeding on sweet abdomen of paper wasp Palistes. Unfortunately, he's feeding on living wasp. So this is a strange behavior of praying mantis. Always praying mantis is catching something as a prey, as a food, so when he's not killing it by venom, by poison, he's just eating it, just crushing it. You're just witnesses. You're a witness of this strange behavior. Paper wasp is a predator, and praying mantis is a predator as well. But paper wasp is a social insect, so it can be strong as social insect together with other members of colony. But praying mantis is a solitary insect living alone, but has a very strong mandibles and very strong legs, catching legs. That's why praying mantis is more successful in preying, in hunting. So far, we're observing the late lunch of praying mantis, which is feeding on a wasp. Now different praying mantises are distributed in Ukraine. Some species are migrating, and these species just came to center of city just by flight, because some slender mantises, as males and females, can fly very well, and sometimes they're flying morning time or evening time. Evening time, praying mantis is flying to the light, because of light, or the advertisement somewhere on lamps near shops, near offices, so they're flying to windows. But they are not able to fly like butterflies or moths, so that's why we're just sitting on asphalt road, and they're quite visible because they're green on a gray asphalt, and some birds can catch them as well, or just some people can smash them too. That's why I say that this mantis, and this mantis is our artist for this night. So the process is going on. Some people can be interested in entomology, so you can see what entomology is studying. Entomology is a science about insects. And what entomologists are studying? Entomologists are studying different aspects of insects: their biology, their life cycle, their behavior, their chemical structure, some venoms, poisons of insects, and other arthropods. Entomologists are studying economical importance of insects and different methods how to control insects with chemical measures, with chemical substances or without chemical substances. Entomologists are studying biological control of insects, how to use another insects to control dangerous, infectious, or just diseases or some insects. And entomologists are studying morphology, taxonomy, systematics of insects, because it's very important to know the biodiversity of insects, to know how many insects are inhabiting different natural habitats, and which species are living in this or that natural habitat, which are just shortening because of development of cities, because of globalization, because of chemical pollution, and because of human being influence on nature. And entomologists are studying nature conservation, studying protection of insects, because some insects which have aesthetic value, which has educational value, they can be endangered, they can be rare. So there are some measures of nature conservation of insects. Some species belonging to some lists of endangered and protected species of insects. So there are some insects which are not only dangerous pests like locusts, but many insects are very important as predators, as parasitoids, or just like phytophagous insects, very important in ecological system. Many people are studying biochemical structure of insects, because insects can produce different chemicals which can be used for pharmaceutical industry to develop some beneficial substances, to develop some pharmaceutical substances, special pills, to find some chemicals, not only using chemical substances, but also using natural substances from insects, or which can be produced by insects. Actually, there are not too many domesticated insects, because there are two most important domesticated species, partially domesticated. One is a fully domesticated insect. This is silk moth. Silk moth is producing silk, because caterpillar is growing using leaves, and caterpillar is doing cocoon after pupation, and human beings are using silk in silk industry, in sericulture. So this is only one precisely species of insects which has been domesticated. Another species, which is honeybee, is partially domesticated, because honeybee is domesticated in the sense that they are living near in human being. Human being, just beekeepers, were using honeybees for their own purpose. But without beekeepers, honeybees can survive pretty well. We can escape from beekeeping farm, can live freely somewhere in a forest or in caves. But silk moth cannot escape from humans, because it's fully domesticated, and silk moths are living only in domesticated culture. But honeybees, you can easily escape, and have escaped many times, and even produce some Africanized races of honeybees in South America, which has distributed far away from South America, from Brazil to North America too. And if you are interested in insects, you can write in comments what country are you coming from. You can indicate what is your home country, because we are observing now praying mantis. And praying mantis is feeding on paper wasp. Today our praying mantis is hungry. Praying mantis is predatory insect, predaceous. So he's feeding using its legs, which looks like swords with many hooks. And this individual of praying mantis got this wasp and already ate half of the body of this poor paper wasp of genus Polistes. Wasp is still alive, but praying mantis is still feeding on small pieces of body. Yes, continuing to eat very fresh and very delicious and tasty abdomen. And wasp is still alive, moving its legs, antennae, first pair of legs. Different people from different countries are watching us in this stream. This is direct stream from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. So you can indicate in chat and comments what is your home country, where are you from, where are you looking, where are you watching us. Maybe some people are watching us from Ukraine, maybe from other countries, because this is funny TikTok stream, and people are watching us from different places just online. I cannot make too close magnification, I cannot zoom anymore, but I can give smaller magnification. You can recognize the mantis, how he looks like. And this is a praying mantis, which is feeding on a wasp. Better to use larger magnification. Big picture is more funny. I guess it's watching the content directly online. We're observing directly online. Some people from Ukraine, some people from other countries watching us. Greetings to people in Ukraine, because this is translation from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. It will be recorded and translated later on YouTube too. But usually direct stream, online stream on YouTube is more successful rather than recorded mode. But this is stream on TikTok. I hope it was funny for people too. We have already 900 people watching us in this midnight. This midnight we had already a couple times air alert sign about air alert signal and telephone and siren outside. Unfortunately, this is the situation. Now, everywhere in Ukraine it's not so safe. But we trust our army and our air defense. So that's why air alert sign has already passed, finished. So we have some opportunity to make this translation online from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, and it's not so noisy outside. Because sometimes in the midnight, 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. morning time, sometimes it's going to be very noisy because of some drones or some kind of explosions. Yes, unfortunately, it's true. We're observing now praying mantis. This praying mantis has been collected in the center of Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. This praying mantis is hunting mantis today. This very fragile insect, but has very strong first pair of legs, with horns and legs like swords. The praying mantis is hunting by its strong first pair of legs, and he got already this poor paper wasp, and he's feeding on it. He is, because this is not a male, not female. This is a male of praying mantis, which has slender body, but the same structure of legs, same shape of body, and very long wings and very long legs, and especially predaceous habit, feeding on something, on everything what is moving. Praying mantis ate already by the small roly-poly, and now he's feeding on wasp. Some people do like to keep praying mantis at home because it's quite unusual to watch for its behavior, and it looks like alien for some people, especially under the big magnification. Praying mantis is a real alien if you watch its head under the big magnification. I cannot make too big magnification by zoom now because this is a limit. It needs to use the photo camera, separate camera. Today we're observing hunting behavior of praying mantis. Despite praying mantis has such strange behavior, praying mantis really has some parasites. Praying mantis has a parasite not only as a nematode inside the body. Praying mantis has some egg parasitoids, and egg parasitoids are much more interesting. Nematode is funny, but it's not always presented. But egg parasitoids can be found in the nature easily, even in autumn time, even in the springtime. Now it's autumn time, it's time When females of praying mantis will lay eggs, egg masses, so-called oat eggs. Egg masses of praying mantis are located inside such kind of foam, which is very flexible and soft in the beginning, but hardening and becoming very strong, cover like plastic. So it's possible to keep egg masses inside a glass jar, and after a certain period, in many cases, some egg parasitoids are coming out of egg masses of praying mantises. Yes, in some cases it's possible to search for some parasites inside the body of praying mantis, but I have only one individual which looks very healthy. And usually if you have unhealthy individual with very big body, with very swollen body, this individual can be parasitized with nematode inside, like horse hail. So that's why I will not put this praying mantis in water. This slender male is definitely not parasitized by nematodes. And nematodes are not very dangerous, even for praying mantis and for humans as well. Praying mantis has kind of disease having such kind of parasite. Действительно, как замечает наш подписчик, у богомола есть паразит. Паразит, который может жить внутри богомола, и это нематода. Нематода может быть очень длинной, сантиметров 5-10, зависит от размера богомола. Если бросить богомола в воду, то паразит вылезет из брюшка богомола в воду, потому что так он распространяется. Но у богомолов есть также паразиты из мира яйцевых паразитов халцидоидных и проктотрупоидных наездников. Это паразиты яиц. Богомол откладывает яйца в виде оутеки. Яйца заключены в специальную пену, которую выделяет самка при яйцекладке. Пена эта сначала мягкая, как мыльная пена, а потом она застывает, образует твердую пену, как пластик, защищающую кладку яиц богомола от погодных условий и частично защищающую от хищников и паразитов. Но тем не менее имеются паразиты яиц, маленькие наездники, всего лишь 1-2 мм размером, имеющие тонкий яйцеклад, которым они прокалывают эту оутеку, эту пену, когда она еще мягкая. И при помощи длинного яйцеклада самка паразита, наездника или паразитоида, один из которых относится, например, к халцидоидным осам из рода подагрион, заражает яйца богомолов внутри яйцекладки, достигая их тонким яйцекладом. Поэтому если собрать уже застывшие кладки богомолов, которые они откладывают на веточки растений, на кусты растений, на шиповник, просто на сухие палочки, на сухие веточки, которые находятся в степных участках или, например, на поле, то можно вывести паразитов яиц, которые очень интересны, имеют всего лишь 2 мм размером, с длинным яйцекладом. И их систематика интересна, потому что их можно вывести в самых различных частях света, как в Европе, Азии, в Африке, Америке, Австралии. Кроме того, имеются паразиты богомолов из проктотрупоидных наездников, которые уникальны тем, что они передвигаются на богомолах, как наездники на конях. Эти проктотрупоидные наездники тоже имеют всего лишь 1-2 мм размером, в зависимости от самца и самки. Самки больше, самцы покороче, И они прячутся под крыльями богомола. У богомола имеются крылья, потому что богомол прекрасно летает, особенно самцы. Так вот, под крыльями самки богомола залезают проктотропоидные наездники, маленькие паразитические осы, которые тоже относятся к паразитоидам, и путешествуют вместе с богомолом с одного места на другое, поджидая тот момент, когда произойдет яйцекладка богомола. Богомол, точнее говоря, его самка начинает откладывать яйца после спаривания с самцом. Вот у нас здесь имеется самец с достаточно узким, тонким телом. Самка гораздо крупнее и толще. И наездник, который передвигается под крылышками богомола, вылезает, и моментально самки начинают заражать яйца богомолов, которые откладывает самка богомола. Они относятся к проктотропоидным наездникам, немножко другой таксономической группе перепончатокрылых насекомых. Можно сказать, что богомол один из крупных насекомых в Украине, потому что если взять бабочек, то, конечно же, бабочки не есть хищными насекомыми, но гораздо более крупными, чем богомол, особенно бабочки Сатурнии, которые могут иметь крупнее размер по размаху крыльев, чем сам богомол. Богомолы сейчас активно мигрируют, перемещаются с юга на север, с востока на запад, и появляются на юге Николаевской и Одесской области те виды богомолов, которые раньше были незаметны. Это достаточно крупный богомол, 6 см размером. Есть маленькие богомольчики, такие как род эмпуза, крохотные, серенького такого коричневого цвета богомольчики, очень красивенькие, изящные, которые откладывают, конечно, более маленькую яйцекладку, но тоже немножко покрытую пеной, которую они могут откладывать на растения или на камушки. Наездники похожи на маленьких пчелок. Они называются паразитические осы. Не то чтобы на оленях кровососок. Олени кровососки – это мухи. Мухи похожи на мух. А наездники похожи на самих себя. У них огромное биоразнообразие. Они есть и очень сильно уплощенные наездники, паразитические перепончатокрылые. Есть очень удлиненные наездники, тонкие, с длинным яйцекладом, превышающие размер своего тела. Так их немоноидный наездник мегариса имеет длину тела 3 см, 4 см длина его яйцеклада тонкого. И заражает он личинку рогохвостов, которые относятся к пилетчикам, под корой деревьев. Например, в старых разрушающихся деревьях и в березах. И они гораздо крупнее. Практически, может быть, даже немножко крупнее этот их немоноидный наездник мегариса, чем наш богомол, но гораздо стройнее, более тоненький и относится к перепончатокрылым насекомым, но тоже наездник. А самый маленький наездник будет трихограмма, который размером всего лишь полмиллиметра размером. Самый крохотный наездник считается яйцеед трипсов, паразит яиц трипсов. Трипс имеет всего лишь размер около 1 мм. Представьте, что у него есть... Трипс откладывает яйцо, которое размером 0,3 мм. Это яйцо 0,3 мм заражает тоже наездник из рода мегафрагма. Кальцидоидный наездник размером 0,3 мм. Паразит яиц трипсов, который имеет размер такой же, как инфузория туфелька. Пока что в Украине они не обнаружены, но найдены широко по всему свету, в южных областях, особенно в тропиках. Вероятно, их нахождение крохотных наездников рода мегафрагма в Крыму, как в более теплом месте, где широко распространены трипсы, потому что мегафрагма – паразит яиц трипсов. И такие есть наездники очень крохотные, как я говорю, 0,3 мм, которые по сравнению с богомолом просто невидимы. Они представляют себе половину точки, которую поставите карандашом на бумаге. Сергей нас смотрит с Украины, я знаю. Поэтому ему интересны насекомые, и он даже имеет свой, по-моему, YouTube-канал. Так что мы сегодня смотрим богомола, поедающего свою добычу. Добыча — это складчатокрылая оса из рода Полистес, бедная оса, которую схватил богомол и скушал живьем. Скушал уже брюшко и доедает грудку, наполненную мышцами. И когда голоден, то он съедает даже сухие, как таранка, сухие ноги. И сгрызает даже сухую голову. Когда богомол голоден, он даже схватывает уже погибшие насекомые. Он прекрасно схватывал у меня под предлагаемой пинцетом сухую осу, погибшую, и грыз ее, как сухую корочку хлеба. Невозможно уже увеличить размер головы богомола пока что, но это возможно сделать на другой камере. Богомолы, конечно, могут сражаться даже с японскими шершнями, потому что в Японии самки богомолов гораздо покрупнее. Это зависит только от того, как удачно богомол схватит своими клешнями, своими передними лапами шершни, потому что шершень очень гибкий, активный, изгинается и может своим жалом немножко повредить богомола. Тогда, если он может богомола ужалить или укусить своими мандибулами, жвалами, богомол обычно от него отбрыкивается и отбрасывает. Такие видео тоже есть на ютубе, как богомол хватает сначала шершни, а потом просто его выбрасывает. Я пытался также кормить богомола иногда осами, и когда богомолу не хотелось кушать, он просто отбрыкивал эту осу. Казалось бы, он должен ее инстинктивно схватить, как двигающуюся мишень. Тем не менее, богомол активно шевелил своими передними лапами и просто отбрыкивался от предлагаемой ему еды. Мы наблюдаем, что от осы остались рожки до ножки. Рожки до ножки, остались крылышки. Когда богомол голоден, он съедает даже крылышки, но тут он отгрыз крылышки. We're observing now just praying mantis, which is feeding on some remnants, on some pieces of paper wasp of genus Palistes. And this is male of praying mantis, which has about 6 centimeters size, which is feeding on a wasp. Wasp is already not alive, but little bit alive, moving by its legs, because praying mantis ate practically the whole body of wasp, still feeding on it. And we are talking now just about entomology, about parasitoids, about parasites, about wasps, about hornets. I will not try to give this tiny male just a hornet, because this is a small male. It would be better to give hornet to the female, because female is a bigger one. The male is smaller one. I'm not sure that male will be strong enough to catch hornet. Thank you for interest and curiosity coming to our stream. We're observing praying mantis, which is feeding on a wasp. So this is a lunch, late night lunch of praying mantis. And if you are just on chat, you can write in chat what country are you coming from. I'm curious to know the feedback. What country are you coming from? What city are you watching us? Where are you, our followers who is watching us at this moment? Quite interesting, very funny to know who is watching us. So you can consider that this wasp were very tasty for praying mantis, because he's trying to eat it full body. He's feeding it now just on thorax. So we are studying anatomy of wasp. Wasp contains head, thorax and abdomen. Head, mesosoma and metasoma. Some legs, 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings, and 1 pair of antennae. Surprisingly, many people are watching us in this midnight, despite this is not weekend, but midnight, maybe it depends from the place where people are watching us. And we are watching how mantis is feeding on its food. This is lunch, funny lunch of praying mantis. Wasp is already dead, I guess, for sure, because wasp has no abdomen, no wings, and now will have no thorax. Thank you for sending funny gift from Sergey. My great pleasure. It's funny to see some kind of a feedback. But I like feedback when people are writing their home city or home country, to know who is watching us. Because not only zoologists watching us, but ordinary people are watching us. For ordinary people, it's a little bit surprised to watch something unusual and strange. Yes, Sergey is watching us from Dnipro. Dnipro is a city in the center of Ukraine, quite close to front line. So the situation in Dnipro is really hard, because this city is located very closely to the front line in this strange situation of present Russia-Ukraine war. Some people from another countries can watch us, and only people who is staying in Ukraine can understand what it's meaning to be near front line with military situation nearby. Some other people cannot imagine it. It's quite difficult situation to live, work in cities which are close to the front line, such cities as Dnipro, Kharkiv, Zaporizhia, Odessa, Nikolaev, and others, by the way. Greetings to other people in Ukraine who is watching us, because it's a little bit more safe to be somewhere in Carpathian region, a little bit more safe to be in Lviv region, but everything is comparable, because situation is still very difficult. We are watching very strange insect. We are watching predaceous praying mantis. Praying mantis. This is a very strange predator which is feeding on its prey just alive. Alive wasp is used as a food. Now this food is already dead, because praying mantis is eating it quite a long time and already ate abdomen, and now it's eating the thorax of paper wasp. Praying mantis is keeping head of paper wasp in right leg. He's using the right leg and left leg to catch the food. The food can be some caterpillars, he can catch some mites, grasshoppers, flies, bees, Bumblebee is everything else, what is moving, what is making some movements, and he can react very quickly. Even this praying mantis ate already wood lice. He's very careful, he's observing the prey everywhere around using his big eyes, using his long antennae to recognize the prey. Sometimes catch even a spider for sure. Small spider is okay for so big praying mantis. Какой вопрос появился про пауков? Не понял, что значит про пауков. Что никто еще не показывает пауков в сети? Возможно, никто и не показывает пауков. Я знаю одного любителя пауков, который живет недалеко в Киеве. Однако в настоящих условиях содержать пауков очень сложно. И даже если их содержать, любителей содержать пауков не так уж много. Недавно состоялась выставка в Доме природы, на которой я, к сожалению, не присутствовал. Но там была выставка, где показывали муравьев. Сейчас больше развелось любителей муравьев. Они не такие страшные, как пауки, наверное. Они более забавные. Их можно держать в маленьких коробочках, в формикариях. Я не показывал еще себе пауков, потому что у меня живых пауков можно найти только на балконе, где живут пауки. Я их специально еще не снимал. Тем более, что пауки не такие дрессированные. А на тарантула сложно охотиться, потому что у меня нет дачи. С тем, чтобы пойти на дачу и поймать на даче при помощи ниточки и пластилинчика тарантула из норки. И тем не менее он тоже все равно будет не дрессированный. Я делал стрим с коллекционным материалом пауков. Я показывал паука каракурта из коллекции, которую мне дал в спирте мой коллега арахнолог. Я убедился, что действительно паук каракурт очень специфический, очень характерные окраски, характерные формы. Сложно его с кем-то спутать, увидев настоящую форму каракурта. И что каракурт, как меня убедил коллега-эксперт, арахнолог каракурта, не живут в домашних условиях в доме. Даже рядом с домом обычно не бывает каракурты, потому что они делают сложную трубку паутину для ловли своей добычи. А в доме обычно живут другие виды пауков, причем, как сказал коллега-эксперт, по-моему, чуть ли не 15-20 видов пауков могут вполне свободно обитать в жилище человека, не принося никакого вреда. От самых крохотных пауков-скакунчиков до крестовиков и более крупных пауков, которые у нас в Украине не такие уже крупные. Может быть, в южных областях где-то могут жить каракурты и в канализации и подвалах, но в чем я тоже очень сильно сомневаюсь. Им нужно достаточно просторное место для сплетения своей ловчей сетки паутиной в виде воронки. Большой воронки, в которой проваливается добыча, пробегающая. Они не бегают сами в поисках добычи, они ждут ловли добычи около воронки, сделанной из паутины. Если кто-то наблюдал еще пауков-каракуртов, может написать в комментариях, где наблюдал, в какой стране, в каком городе, в каком регионе у вас живут пауки-каракурты и встречаются в каких местах. Я делал несколько стримов про ос, про пчел, про шмелей. Несколько стримов были, особенно про шершней. I did also several streams about bees, wasps, parasitoids, and about hornets. And I showed some hornets which are invasive species. And this is very important subject to tell about invasive species of insects. Because now, because of climate change, many new species of insects can appear in new areas, new territories, because of migration from one place to another place, because of climate change. And there is a possibility to find some species in new places. This new species, which is expected to come to Ukraine and other countries, which is forecasted by scientific forecasting, this is a small Asian hornet, Vespa velutina, which is an invasive species, which is widely distributed in France, in Spain, already came to Portugal, North Italy, Belgium, already recorded in United Kingdom, and even in the middle of Germany near Frankfurt. So it's expected that small Asian hornet will come to Ukraine one day. One unexpected year it will come and will be recorded maybe in different areas, starting from Carpathian region, from South Ukraine, from Crimea. This species is expected to come because of migration. Vespa velutina is surviving in winter very well, because winter in France also is quite not so strong, but already in Germany, winter is more or less can be the same as in Carpathian region or in South Ukraine. So that's why some individuals can survive, but each female can produce a new nest with several hundred individuals next season. So that's why distribution of hornets, and small Asian hornet, it's really great danger for beekeeping industry in Ukraine and neighboring countries. We observe in Prayng Mantis, which is feeding on carcasses of paper wasp, Polistes, and already body of paper wasp has been eaten. Yes, Sergey, you are really right about. Мы говорим осы и шершни, это просто сленговое название. Осы это есть осы, так же как и шершни это тоже осы. Даже называют паразитических наездников по-английски паразитическими осами. Или их точнее называют еще паразитоидами. Паразитоидами называют насекомых, включая также и мух, и других, и перепончатокрылых, которые в результате своего питания убивают свою жертву. Паразитоиды могут быть паразитоиды яиц насекомых, личинок, гусениц, бабочек, личинок двукрылых, других групп насекомых, паразитоиды куколок, а также паразитоиды взрослых насекомых. Паразитоиды обычно известны, большая часть известна из отряда пончатокрылых химиноптера. Богомол, конечно, может прожить еще пару месяцев, может быть даже до Нового года, но не более того в домашних условиях при подкормке. А в природных условиях только с похолоданием, при наступлении прохлады, плюс 10 градусов, богомол уже замерзнет на улице и без пищи, которая уже не будет бегать и летать, прыгать и скакать при плюс 10 градусах, просто погибнет с голода. А мы смотрим по кормлящегося уже остатками осы самца богомола. Его голову, длинную грудь и вот тут его тело самого богомола спрятано вне кадра. Потому что если показывать все тело, богомол длинный, почти что как палочник, а голова у него маленькая, зато глазастая, ловко находит добычу. И большие передние ноги с шипами, которые ловко ловят добычу. We're observing very funny male of Prayng Mantis, which is already finishing, nearly finishing its food. And its food, this is a body of paper wasp. Praying Mantis ate already abdomen, ate already thorax, and now only the head remains in its legs. Let's watch. He's very careful to keep it in hands. So he's still eating it. Maybe he will eat also the brain inside the head. Yes, eating the head. So hitting the cover is okay. Most important to eat some content inside the body. Not only hitting cover, but also some muscles and all nervous system, extractory system, and all just physiological system are eaten by this voracious predator, predaceous mantis, which is not only praying mantis, but hunting mantis and predaceous mantis. Yes, I agree that this is quite interesting insect, and there are many species in the world, especially in tropics, which can be used as pets and to keep them in captivity. Some people are exchanging by the egg masses, and it's possible to buy egg masses through internet to get it by post mail, even from foreign country. Yeah, we can observe very funny, just remnants of body, no muscles, only hitting cover. Mantis didn't eat legs, but now is eating head of wasp. Yes, I guess this is a male. Male is smaller and slender, not so strong and not so big, and can move more quickly and can fly very quickly. You see, there are some natural movements of antennae. Nothing is left from the wasp, but antenna is still moving. Some nervous cells are sending signals to antenna, and antenna can move. Very not surprisingly, Mantis checking what is tasty, what can eat something else. Maybe only head. Head is available as a food. Head is the last piece of biscuit. Small piece of biscuit. This is a head of wasp. Praying mantis ate everything. Just only small cake. This is a head of wasp. So far he is eating biscuit. Head biscuit. Very strange predaceous mantis, which is feeding on head of wasp, and head is still alive. Antennae are moving because of some pieces of nervous system still saved during this 15-20 minutes. And antennae can produce some movements, so you can see. Despite strong shell of head, is good enough as a food for mantis, which are using its strong mandibles. Strong mandibles are crushing everything. Crushing the body of wasp, and the same can crush the body of some grasshoppers, crickets, flies, bees, and beetles. So strong heating cover is not enough for protection for insects. Mantis is crushing the head, eating the last biscuit. Praying mantis, do you like biscuits? Do you like wasp head biscuit? Yes, I do, would say praying mantis. Yes, I do. I do like biscuit. Biscuit which is done from the head of wasp. Today mantis is eating everything, nearly everything. Thank you for watching us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to visit my sponsorship page when you can watch it on YouTube. So finally, head has not been eaten. Threw away head. Maybe some pieces of body can be eaten. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for subscription. If you didn't subscribe yet, welcome to subscribe. Welcome to visit my Patreon page on YouTube. Welcome to my streams on YouTube. You can find a link very easily under the description of this video. So, our mantis is feeding and finishing the body of wasp. Yes, very tasty, delicious wasp. No, this is too big exaggeration. Female does not eat male. Female can eat male, just if he can be nearby. But if male is moving quickly, male is escaping. And this is not obligation. This is not 100% that female can eat the male. So in many cases, male is successfully escaping. In some cases, this is a myth that female of Mantis must feed on male after mating. No. Usually male is very active, can escape very quickly, but in case if he cannot escape, he can be eaten as a normal food. That's just a reason, because female is hungry and need to make some food for reproduction. No, I guess this is exaggeration. Thank you for interest and curiosity. Thank you for coming to our stream. I guess some people can subscribe to my YouTube channel. No, I didn't make breeding of such funny creatures as a mukholovka. No, I didn't breed them. Yeah, there are a lot of different interesting behavior of insects and arthropods. It depends from insect, from the nature. It depends from time. It depends from presence of camera. And it depends from careful observation. I'm translating this video from Kiev, capital of Ukraine. I'm speaking in English to attract wider audience to the content from Kiev, capital of Ukraine, to show our friends who is in English-speaking countries that Ukrainian people are working, living, and fighting. You know, the situation is hard, but we must live, work, survive, and fight for our independence. I was learning English during my entomological career because I'm entomologist. I'm entomologist, and entomologist and scientist must know foreign language. Now foreign language, most important, this is English. If you know English, you can promote science, you can communicate with people, you can study science in English, you can communicate with people in English, you can publish papers in English, and you can understand another people easily. So that's why I can say study English and you can enjoy it very much. You can enjoy some opportunities. You can visit my Wikipedia page to learn more about my study of parasitoids. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find link in description of this video. You can visit my pages. You can learn English many years, but at least 2 years. You must learn English 2 years to receive such middle level of English. 1 year is not enough, but 2 years can be more or less okay. Level must be much higher than before. So if you want to start to learn English from today, from morning time, and you can enjoy it. If you want to communicate in English, you can always find my channel. You can always ask me on my channel on YouTube. I did several videos about English, why scientists need English, why people need English, and what do you receive if you are speaking English. which opportunities you can receive speaking English. No. Praying mantis can take your finger with strong first pair of legs, with his horns, but cannot eat, cannot bite you. It is not enough to bite the skin of humans. I studied English in school, I studied English in university, and I studied English myself. So it's the best to study English, to communicate with people who is speaking English. Not using the Duolingo, but to use native speakers or another foreigners to communicate with people, to communicate, to speak, to ask people in English who can be native speakers or who can be foreigners. So only speaking, not only by learning through reading, writing, but also from speaking. You must develop 4 different skills: reading English, writing English, speaking English, and you can hear English, listen in English. So all 4 skills are very much important: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. If you can start speaking, you can develop all 3 other skills. Start again. That's a very good idea to start learning English. It will open your doors to another world. It can give you many new opportunities, and you can search for opportunities, and you can realize different possibilities. Thank you for curiosity and interest. Thank you for curiosity and interest in science, in insects, and even in English language. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to press like, write your comments, and don't forget, stand with Ukraine, support Ukraine, help to Ukraine, and don't forget, Ukraine will win. Thank you for coming to my stream. To be continued. Welcome to new streams, which are coming very soon. Bye bye. Good night. Thank you for curiosity in English as well.